Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining this evening. This is session 4 of Mental Skills on Physical Relaxation. Just a little recap of my weekend. It was a lovely Easter weekend. Yesterday was such a gorgeous day, wasn't it? I had a long bike ride in the morning with my wife, and then even got some pickleball in with the in-laws yesterday afternoon. It was absolutely gorgeous. Today is a little bit more dreary and wet, but hopefully we're going to be outside soon and things are going to be looking up for us as a club. Um, I hope you all had a great weekend, and thank you again for joining me today. I will give you a heads up that the timing of this session will be a little bit longer than some of the previous ones. So I like to keep them at a nice, clean 30 minutes. But for this one, we're just going to need a little bit more time, like 35 or so minutes. So if you do need to go, if you've set your schedule and you've got something else, feel free to go. But if you can stay for that additional 5 minutes, then that's probably about when we'll be ending this evening. Okay. If you have any questions, pop on at any time. You can unmute yourself and ask. I will be asking for you girls to share some of your experiences today, and I hope that you will pop on and share during that time. If you have any questions anytime, though, do not hesitate. Okay, so physical relaxation is our topic this evening. As an introduction, a few things that we're going to cover: elite athletes and the important skill of relaxed intensity and how this can help lead you to being in the zone. We'll define what physical relaxation is. I'll remind you that you can use imagery or visualization and self-talk, which we've learned in previous sessions, as physical relaxation tools. Going to talk briefly. This happened last session too, not briefly. Geez, there's something weird going on in my brain today. Not briefly, but briefly. I'll talk briefly about how breathing impacts muscle performance. And then we're going to practice some power breathing and some breathing awareness. And we're going to practice some conscious muscle relaxation. So that's going to make up the bulk of the session this evening. You should walk out or wherever you go this evening feeling really good, because we're going to do some breathing and we're going to do some conscious muscle relaxation, and you should be feeling very relaxed at the end of the session. Most people really enjoy it and do feel good. So you can have that to look forward to. Okay, so I'd like to play you a short clip of Kobe Bryant explaining his experience of being in the zone. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because one of the overall goals of this program, the mental skills program, is to get you to experience playing in the zone more often. And being in the zone is when everything is just going right. You've probably had these moments at one point or another. It could be in soccer, it could be in a different domain, but it's usually when time either stands still for some moment or time goes by way faster than you thought. That's one characteristic of being in the zone. It's where everything just seems to happen effortlessly. Like you're seeing things before they even happen. You just know where people are going to move. If it's a soccer experience, you know what's going to happen next, and your performance is extraordinary. So hopefully you've had an experience of being in the zone in the past. My hope is that by using some of the techniques that I'm teaching you, including physical relaxation, including imagery, including self-talk, that you're able to experience being in the zone more often. Okay, so this is a little clip of Kobe Bryant explaining what it's like for him when he's in the zone.
When you get in that zone, it's just a supreme confidence that you know it's going in. It's not a matter of if or this, that, it's going in. Things just slow down. You know, everything slows down. You just have supreme confidence. But when that happens, you know, you really do not try to focus on what's going on, because you can lose it in a second. Everything becomes one noise. You know, it's not, you don't hear this or that. Everything is just one noise. And you're not paying attention to one or the other. You just stay right there. You have to really try to stay in the present, not let anything break that rhythm. Again, in the zone, you just kind of stay there, become oblivious to everything that's going on. You don't think about your surroundings or what's going on with the crowd or the team. Think about your surroundings or what's going on with the crowd or the team. You kind of locked in, and so I don't know.
Okay, and then the other clip I have here, I'm not going to play it, but it's about some other more extreme athletes and them explaining what it's like to be in the zone or to be in flow. In flow is another way of expressing being in the zone. And it's just everybody, it seems like, just loves it. It's like it's the pinnacle of experience in terms of being an athlete. When you're in the zone or you're in flow, everything is just wonderful. I mean, it's the best experience. So again, I hope that it's something you have experienced in the past, and I hope that it's something that you experience more often in the future because of what we're doing, and what a lot of other people in your lives and what you're doing. But the important thing about being in the zone is that it's not going to happen if you're carrying a lot of extra physical stress or anxiety. You need to be intense enough to be focused on what you're doing, but you need your body to be relaxed so that it can just do what it's designed to do and what it's been trained to do. So that's kind of the message there. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about stress and anxiety in general. There's a couple different types. There's the mental, and then there's the physical. So mental stress are the thoughts that you think, I don't know if I can do this. This other team seems really good. I'm not feeling my best today. All those thoughts that we have that are stress and anxiety. And then there's the physical stress and anxiety that we feel, and that is what you feel in your body. So tense muscles, butterflies in your stomach, maybe a tightness in your chest. Those are all physical manifestations of stress and anxiety. And as you could probably guess, the two are deeply interrelated. So if you're having thoughts that are stressful thoughts, then the effect is that your body is going to tense up in response to those thoughts. And likewise, if your body is tensing up, like for example, if you feel the butterflies in your stomach, well, that's going to alert your mind. And then you're going to start thinking about, okay, I've got butterflies. So this means, potentially for the untrained athlete, you might think, oh, this means I'm nervous, and that's not good because whatever, I'm not confident, or whatever it means to you. Hopefully through this program and through these sessions, you'll start to interpret those feelings differently. And you can say to yourself, okay, this means I'm ready. This means that I care about my performance. But we want to try to limit those physical anxiety and stressful feelings as much as we can, because if we can limit the physical feelings of stress, then it will also help calm our minds and help us stay more focused and in the present instead of thinking about the future or bad things that are going to happen. So physical relaxation is about willfully controlling bodily functions such as muscular tension, breathing, and heart rate to induce a more relaxed physical state of being. And I'm going to kind of go through these quickly, but there's lots of different times when you might use some physical relaxation techniques. Could be right before you're about to do something, like right before you take a corner kick, a free kick, a penalty kick, or other times might use a power breath, which we're going to try. We're going to experiment a little bit with this evening. If you've ever seen Cristiano Ronaldo take a free kick, right before he does it, he does the same thing every time. Takes his steps, takes a big breath, and then he blows it out right before he goes and takes his free kick. And I think that's a really great thing because it just lets any additional stress or tension out of the body right before he goes and tries to let what he's trained to do happen. Could be during halftime. You might use some of these techniques we're going to use tonight so that you can be relaxed during that time, right? I mean, that's your time. It's designed. When the game was designed, it was like, okay, let's play for a while and let's take a break and let's play again. And the whole purpose of halftime is to recover. But if you're carrying stress and anxiety into that time and not using it to recover, then you're not doing yourself a great benefit there, because you're not using that time, which is designed to recover, to recover. Could be the night before. I know for me, I always used to lose sleep thinking about games, big games the next day. I'd be in my bed thinking about this, that, or the other that was going to happen in the game. And I would lose sleep over it. So you can use these techniques at nighttime when you're lying in your bed to help get yourself some restful sleep. Could be traveling from one game to another. I know a lot of times we have to go and play 2 games in one day. Sometimes they're at different locations. So during that time, you got to recover. Again, that's a time where you have to be letting your body recover. So you could use some of these techniques. Could be, oh, I think I got a wrong one on the one before. What was the last one there? Oh, the hours before leading up to an important competition. So like maybe it's the morning, you wake up, but you don't have a game until 2 p.m. That's a lot of time. And so for some people, that's a time where, they feel a lot of anxiety and stress for a long time leading up to a game. So that could be a time where you use some physical relaxation techniques. And then additionally, just while you're performing, and I'll talk a little bit more about why breathing is so important to performance. So, okay, let's get some participation here. I probably put you half to sleep. I apologize for that, but we got to get through some of the learning stuff. But I want to hear, when do you get anxious or when do you get nervous? Is it the night before? Is it right before? Is it hours before? Is it during competition? What is your experience like? When do you get most nervous or anxious in relation to playing soccer? Okay, don't all pop on at once now.
Is this working?
I can hear you, Lauren.
Okay, so mine is anytime and up until I start warm-ups. As soon as I start warm-ups, I can relax.
Okay, so it's like are you talking like night before plus morning of, or when
Yes.
does it start? Okay, absolutely can relate to that. So dealing with a little bit the night before, dealing with it the morning of. Okay, anybody else have the same or a different experience? I know for me, I was a big night before guy, like just lying in my bed, couldn't relax. Night before a big game, I'd be tossing and turning, thinking about everything that was gonna happen. I know everybody's different, so I just like to hear kind of what people's experiences are. All right. Well, thanks for popping on, Lauren. I appreciate you sharing. Doesn't seem like anybody else is really wanting to share today, so we're going to keep moving on. Are there any questions before we get into our physical relaxation this evening? Okay. Well, again, just pop on if you do have any questions. So just a reminder, imagery and self-talk, which are some techniques that we've learned previously, can also be used as physical relaxation. And we're going to get into power breathing and conscious muscle control this evening. Okay, so, one last thing before we start. I found this clip of Novak Djokovic. He's a tennis player, and I'm kind of a tennis fan. I played tennis in high school. And I like to watch some of the big major tournaments like Wimbledon and US Open and Australian Open. And this is a clip I found of Djokovic after he won Wimbledon against Roger Federer, who Federer is probably one of the greatest players to ever play the game. And this is Djokovic talking about how he used some self-talk techniques during that game. So kind of cool.
Novak, congratulations.
Just going to fast forward a little bit.
Before this match was played, had some match points and served for the match in the fourth, but Roger showed once again why he's Roger Federer, why he's a 17 Grand Slam champion, 17-time Grand Slam champion. He comes up with the goods when he needs to. He served an ace on the match point, and nerves are still really. When I lost the fourth, obviously, the momentum shifted on his side, and I just needed to refocus and find the right purpose, find that inner strength, that last drop of energy and inspiration, and just trying to be in the present moment, be aware of the occasion, be aware where I am and playing the fifth set of the Wimbledon. You never know what's going to happen next year, so that's something that gave me strength. I went to the bathroom, to a restroom after dropping the fourth set, and I had a chat to myself. I was loud to myself, saying, "You believe in yourself. Just it's not the cliche. It really works. Even when you don't feel it, at times to say some positive things to yourself. That's exactly when you should do it. And I'm not here to preach about right and wise things, but just worked for me and."
Okay, so kind of cool to hear a top elite level athlete explain that he went in the bathroom during Wimbledon and said, "Believe in yourself, you can do this." And I think it's interesting. Also, he said that even when you don't feel that way, that's the most important time to say it. So, in terms of relaxation, if you're feeling stressed, you can say to yourself, "Hey, breathe and relax, calm. I feel loose and energized. I'm ready." Talk to yourself. Let yourself know that you got this, that you can relax. Okay, that can be a technique. Okay, but we're gonna get into our stuff for tonight. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do a little bit of breathing awareness, and then we're gonna do the quick power breath. Okay, so at this point in time, what I'd like you to do is, if you're able to, find a spot to lie down. If you don't have the space, or if you'd prefer not to lie down, you don't have to. That's no problem. You can just find a nice, comfortable seated position wherever you are. But I think this will work best if you do have a chance to lie down somewhere. Okay? So go ahead and lie down on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Or if you're in a chair, just maybe sit back in the chair and keep your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to place one hand on your abdomen. So that's the spot just above your belly button, below your rib cage. And then the other hand on your chest. Okay, and I just want you to breathe normally for a minute and notice how you're breathing. Which hand rises the most as you inhale? Is it the one on your chest, or is it the one on your abdomen? If your abdomen moves the most, you're on your way to power breathing, or breathing from your abdomen. If your chest moves the most, your breathing is shallow and needs to be deepened. Okay, so next we're gonna practice breathing through our abdomen a little bit. Okay, so I want you to breathe through your nose and place both hands gently on your abdomen, and see if you can follow your breathing, and see if you can now breathe through your abdomen if you weren't already, and focus on how your abdomen rises with each inhalation and falls with each exhalation. To enhance your power breathing, press your hand down on your abdomen as you exhale, and let your abdomen push your hand back up as you inhale deeply. Do this a few times to feel the breathing technique And then just allow your hands to ride softly on your abdomen. Okay, next I want you to practice the power breath a few times. This is the Cristiano Ronaldo. If you haven't seen it, it's a big breath in and then a blow it out quickly. Okay, so to do this, you're going to inhale through your nose slowly and fill your lungs as completely as possible. Try to do this with no shoulder or chest movement. Feel it in your abdomen. And then exhale through your nose and mouth, feeling relaxed, loose, and ready. And there should be a whoosh noise that accompanies that. So I'll kind of do it with you here. It's in through the nose, fill it up deep, and then blow it out through your nose and mouth. Okay, again, in through your nose, slowly, fill your lungs as completely as possible, drink it in, and then blow it out through your nose and your mouth, feeling relaxed, loose, and ready. So I'll have you just do that a couple more times on your own. Just practice that power breath. Again, this is ideally used right before you're about to do something like take a corner kick or a free kick or a penalty kick or even a goal kick if you're a goalkeeper or a punt, maybe even a throw in. This is just a way to get your body ready to perform something in an instant. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some conscious muscle control. I'm going to be reading off of a script here. So I'll begin now. It says sit or lie in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a long, slow, deep breath through your nose, inhaling as much air as possible. Then then exhale slowly and completely, feeling the tension leave your body as you exhale. Continue to inhale and exhale slowly and deeply, letting the day's tensions and problems drain out of you with each exhalation. As you are breathing deeply and rhythmically, focus on my voice and follow my instructions. Try not to move any more than necessary to stay comfortable. Okay, during this exercise, we're going to be going through different muscle groups and we're going to be doing a tense and release method. So I'm going to ask you to tense a group of muscles for about 5 seconds. And then we're going to relax that group of muscles for about 25 seconds for the first cycle. And then we're going to do cycle 2, where we're going to tense again for just about 5 seconds. But in the second cycle, you're going to relax them for 50 seconds, so twice as long. Okay, ready? We'll start the exercise by tensing the muscles in your right leg. To do this, lift your leg slightly, curl your toes down, and tense the muscles hard. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. If you're lying down, feel the back of your leg melt into the floor. Try to relax even your toes so they feel like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next you're going to do your left leg. Do the same as the right leg. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Now feel the back of your left leg melt into the floor. Even relax your toes. All right, next, you're going to do your shoulders, back, and stomach. So you're going to pull your shoulders back in together and make your stomach hard, like you're about to be hitting the stomach. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel your shoulders drop. And if you're lying down, feel your back sink into the floor. Just be completely supported by the floor. And let those shoulders drop away from your head. Okay, next you're going to do your neck. To do this, you're going to pull your chin down, to touch your chest while at the same time resisting. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the rubber bands running through your neck go loose and limp. Next, you're going to do your right arm. To do this, you're going to bend your arm slightly at the elbow, make a tight fist, and press down and in with your bicep. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips so that even your fingers are completely limp like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next, left arm, same as the right arm. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips. Okay, last, you're going to do your face. So to do this, you're going to raise your eyebrows, squint your eyes, and make a really ugly face. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Drop your jaw. Feel your forehead sag, and let your mouth go limp. Okay, so next, we're going to go through this cycle again, but the relaxation time is going to be doubled from 25 seconds to 50 seconds. Okay, and this will take us a little bit past 6:15. So if you have something on your calendar and you need to go, no problem. But if you can stick around and finish it off, we'll just go until about 6:20. Okay, so we're going to start with the right leg again. So you're going to tense it by raising your legs slightly, curling your toes down and tensing the muscles hard. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the back of your leg melt into the floor and make your toes feel like cooked spaghetti. Just a reminder to keep breathing deeply through your nose and out your nose, using that abdominal breathing. And during these longer release times, if you find your mind start to be thinking about anything that gets you nervous or anxious or stressed, just try to let it go. You can think about that stuff later, I promise. Just focus on this for now. Okay, next is going to be your left leg. Ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the back of your left leg melt into the floor. Make your toes feel like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next is going to be your shoulders, back, and stomach. To do this, you're going to pull your shoulders back and together and make your stomach hard, like you're about to be hit in the stomach. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel your shoulders drop away from your head and let your back just sink into the floor. Okay, next you're going to do your neck. You'll do this by pulling your chin down to touch your chest while at the same time resisting. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the rubber bands running through your neck loosen and go limp. Okay, next you're going to do your right arm. To do this, bend the arm slightly at the elbow, make a tight fist, and press down and in with your biceps. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips so that even your fingers go limp like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next your left arm. Gonna bend your arm slightly, make a tight fist, and press down and in with your bicep. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out of your fingertips so that even your fingers feel like cooked spaghetti. Okay, lastly, you're gonna do your face. To do this, you're gonna raise your eyebrows, squint your eyes, bite down hard, and make an ugly face. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Drop your jaw. Feel your forehead sag. And let your mouth go limp. At this point, see if you can scan your body and notice if you find any additional tension still remaining in your body and just let it go. Okay, now I want you to focus on the relaxed state of your muscles. And each time you exhale, repeat the word to yourself, relax. I'm going to give you about a minute now just to relax fully and enjoy that feeling. If you notice any tension at all creeping in to either your body or your mind, try to let it go. And with each exhalation, just say to yourself, relax. Okay, now that you've enjoyed your deep relaxation state, it's time to return to your day. Begin to move your arms and legs, and when you're ready, open your eyes to feel the alertness flowing back into your body. Okay, so the book says that you should at least one time, the book recommends 3 times, but at least once you should do the tense and release method to really get a good feel for the contrast between the tension and the relaxation. But moving forward, maybe after you do it a couple more times, um, you can do just the release only method where you're just scanning your body muscle group by muscle group and letting any tension you feel there go. So that might be something that you prefer moving forward, but you've at least now experienced the tension and the relaxation method at least once. Okay, so some take home messages. Elite athletes can engage in fluid, loose performance or in the zone because they have mastered the important skill of relaxed intensity. Just a reminder that physical relaxation refers to willfully controlling bodily functions such as muscular tension, breathing, and heart rate to induce a more relaxed physical state of being. Also, a reminder that imagery and self-talk from previous sessions are mind-body techniques that can program the brain to induce a relaxation response in the body. And remember that the mental stress and the physical stress that we experience are deeply connected. Didn't touch on this a lot, but improper breathing, shallow breathing, contributes to tension, anxiety, and fatigue from a shortage of oxygen in the bloodstream. So it's really important that you breathe deeply. This will help you relax before and also during performance. And then lastly, you can use some of the breathing techniques and the muscle relaxation techniques that we worked on this evening to stay focused but loose at any time that works for you. So there is a sheet that was included with the email that I sent out this morning to everybody's email account. So hopefully it's something that you can print off and keep for future use. Are there any questions about any of this stuff before I let you go for the evening? Of course, you can always find my email address. It's sschultz@salvosoccer.org if you do have any questions. But if there aren't any questions, I'll let you go. I hope that you have a great evening and we'll see you all soon. Thanks again. Good night.